Final nights. The mirror scene. Sophie wakes to her phone buzzing. She looks in the mirror. Her reflection holds a phone to its ear, but she isn't. Her reflection whispers Emma's voice. He's almost there. The disconnected call. Kate finds Sophie's phone ringing while Sophie sleeps. Caller ID, Sophie Wilson, incoming? She answers. Hello, Kate, is that you? Yeah, it's me. Where are you? Static. Then Sophie's voice cuts through, screaming, He has a knife. He's gonna kill me. Kate screams back, I'm coming. As she rushes to Sophie's room, we see Sophie's face in the mirror, eyes wide with fear. But when Kate reaches her, Sophie is gone. The abduction. Sophie wakes in Emma's crashed car. Blood covers the windshield. Her phone is buzzing. On the other side of the car, Emma sits in the driver's seat, broken, whispering, Now you know. Outside the car, a man's shadow looms. He's approaching the car. It's slow motion. He's getting closer. He reaches out. The phone slips from Sophie's hand, clattering to the floor. She screams as the shadow envelops her. The man opens the car door. We only see his silhouette against the light. He pulls Sophie out of the car and into the darkness. The calls were never Emma trying to escape. They were her warning Sophie that the same fate was coming for her, the ending. Next morning, Kate wakes to Sophie's phone ringing. Caller ID, Sophie Wilson, she answers. It's Sophie's voice. She's crying, Kate, help me please. Don't let him in. The line cuts. Kate checks call history. The last call is saved as Kate Miller incoming. As if Kate's future self is already trapped, the screen fades to black. Final whisper in static. Once he calls, you never disconnect. Let's investigate this haunting. Let's begin. In the beginning of the film, we meet Sophie Wilson, a 22-year-old woman who receives a call from her dead best friend Emma. Whoops, sorry, wrong number. Just kidding. It is Emma, and she's crying on the other end of the line. Help me, she says. He's here. And then the line cuts off. Oh, no. Was that her ghost? Sophie hangs up and goes to tell her roommate, Kate, about the call. But Kate insists that Sophie is stressed and that she must have imagined the whole thing. They check the phone log and there's no record of the call. Weird. Then later that night, at 3:12 MA, Sophie gets another call from Emma, and this time Emma warns her, don't let him in. Wait, who's trying to get in? And then a deep male voice interrupts. She's mine now. What? Who said that? The call ends and Sophie is left freaked out on her bed. Then she remembers. All of the calls from Emma happened at 3:12 AM exactly, the same time that Emma died in the car crash 3 years prior. So is it really her ghost calling, or is there something more sinister going on? To find out, Sophie goes to the library and digs through the news archives where she finds an article about Emma's car accident. The witnesses told the police that they saw a tall, dark figure near the wreck before the officers arrived, but they never caught him. Maybe he's the guy in the phone call. Who knows? Now desperate for answers, Sophie goes to visit Emma's grave in the cemetery. But while she's sitting there, her phone starts to ring. It's a completely unknown caller, and Sophie hesitantly answers it. On the other end, she hears Emma's voice, only it sounds muffled like she's under the ground. I'm still here, she says. You're next, Sophie screams and runs away. She looks back to see a man in a black coat watching her from afar. But when she looks again, he vanishes. Whoa. So not only is Emma still alive somehow, but she might be reaching out to warn Sophie that this mysterious man is after her too. Sophie rushes home and immediately sets up an audio recorder on her bed to capture whatever it is that is happening. She falls asleep, but at 3:12 AM, her phone ringing. Emma's voice is on the other end, pleading for help and saying that she's scared. But then the recorder picks up a man's breathing in the room. Sophie is freaking out because she is convinced that the male voice from the phone call isn't just on the other end of the line, but that he's actually in her house. The next day, Sophie goes to her roommate Kate and tells her about everything that happened last night. Finally, Kate admits that she heard the phone ring, too, but when she answered it, she heard Sophie's own voice screaming for help. What? Is Kate getting calls from Emma's ghost too? Sophie checks Emma's old Instagram account, and in her final selfie, which was posted hours before the crash, there is a shadowy figure standing behind her in the backseat of the car. It's the same guy who's been calling them. They go to the police station to ask for Emma's accident report, and the officer tells Sophie that Emma wasn't alone in the car that night. The passenger side window was smashed, but no other body was found. The haunting ends here. Or does it? Comment if you think the officer knew Emma's secret, and if so, what do you think he was hiding?